Oh, do you want answers? Can you help? Are y'all ready? Boy, this is going to be a show. Ajabu gonna talk today. I'm talking about, boy, you got a situation where Trump, they want to impeach. How does that relate to Epstein's death? Are y'all ready for this? You sure you want the truth? And then I'm going to connect that to an African-American male's forum that was presented by Councilor William Duke Oliver. And the topic was the institution of the Willie Lynch syndrome. Buckle up. For some of y'all, this is going to be a rough ride. For those who don't know, this is Elder Emoja Ajabu, your host for Ajabu Speaks. This program is dedicated to stripping the clothes off of well-dressed lies, and there's a bunch of well-dressed lies running around here. So if you got a problem with the truth, I would suggest that you situate yourself elsewhere, because you're going listening to the most truthful talk show host in the business, unbought, unbossed, and unafraid of the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the butt naked truth. You ready? I ran into C. Pope. How you doing, man? And to Slick Rick and Brother Blue. I hope y'all doing all right, man. And y'all tuning in. Y'all told me y'all was going to tune in. Well, let me see if I can't give you something to tune in for. There's been a situation with Trump, but Lord, y'all know, I think America needs prayer. Because there is a situation going on here that I don't know how we're going to deal with it without prayer. There is a problem. Help me, brother. Help me. I need to go to church. Here it is. What? Is he playing the organ? We going to church. Y'all buckle up. Who you gonna call on? Master.
The tempest is raging.
Boy, out of control.
And the
billows
are
tossing
high.
Extremely high.
You see, the sky is foreshadowed with
blackness. Are y'all ready?
Oh, hell.
Storm raging. Do you care that we perish? Come on, brother. Boy, the great. Y'all listen up now. Listen. Peace. going to church, y'all. Come on now. Are y'all listening? Yes, sir. God's will. Peace. Be still. I heard it too.
In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was death, and the Word was nigger, and the Word was death to all niggers, and the Word was death to all life, and the Word was death to all peace. Be still. The Genesis was life, the Genesis was death, and the Genesis of death was the Genesis of war. Be still, peace, be still. In the name of peace, they wage the wars. Ain't they got no shame? In the name of peace, Lot's wife is now a product of the Morton Company. No, they ain't got no shame. Noah packing his wife and kiddies up for a holiday. Row, row, row your boat. But why'd you leave the unicorns, Noah, huh? Why'd you leave them? While our Black Madonna stood there, 18 feet high, holding him in her arms, listening to the rumblings of peace. Be still. Be still. Can I get a witness? Witness, witness, he wanted to know. And Peter only asked, who is that dude? Who is that black dude? Looks like a troublemaker to me. And the foundations of a mighty, mighty Roman Catholic Church were laid. Hallelujah, Jesus. No, they ain't got no shame, because they killed the Carthaginians in the Great Appian Way. And they killed the Moors just to civilize a nation. And they just killed the earth and blew out the sun in the name of a God whose genesis was fight. And war wooed God, and America was born, where war became peace and genocide patriotism. And honor is a happy slave, cause all God's children need rhythm. And glory, hallelujah, why can't peace be still?
Why can't it?
The great emancipator was a bigot. They got no shame. And making the world safe for democracy were 20 million slaves. No, they ain't got no shame. And they barbecued 6 million to raise the price of beef and crossed the 16th parallel to control the price of rice. Ain't we never gonna see the light? And champagne was shipped out of the east, while kosher pork was introduced to Africa. Only the torch can show the way. In the beginning was the deed, and the deed was death, and the honkies are getting confused. Peace, be still.
Be still.
So the great white prince was shot like a nigger in Texas, and our black shining prince was murdered like that thug in his cathedral, while our nigger in Memphis was shot like their prince in Dallas. And my Lord, ain't we never gonna see the light? The rumblings of this peace must be still.
Be still.
Be still.
Be still.
Be still.
Be still.
People, ain't we got no pride?
Ain't we got no pride? Ain't we got no pride? All black people, all people of African descent, all of humanity, ain't we got no pride? These people are operating in a sea of death, a sea of deception, lies on top of lies, pawned it off as the truth. I'm telling you, I'm getting ready to strip the clothes off of those well-dressed lies. You listening to the most truthful talk show host in the business. They talking about that they want to impeach Trump. And Trump is resistant. He says that the people that was listening in on his conversation to the president of, now here they want to call. Now they want to call. I can't talk right now. They gonna have to call later. I'll get with them. I know they gonna call. They want to call. But now I'm trying to deal with this death and destruction that is pawning itself off as patriotism. and is nothing more but lies and deception. Trump said that the people that was listening in on his conversation with the president of Ukraine, who saw that he was trying to set up a deal to whereas that he would allow them to get the weapons that they're trying to buy from America. They allow those weapons to go forward and they want to get in here. They can't get in here, not now. But and I know they don't want me to tell this, but the truth going to be told. The truth is going to be told. The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the butt-naked truth is going to be told. Trump said that the people that was listening in on him and heard him tell the president of Ukraine that you can get our weapons if you find me some dirt on Biden. That was a quid pro quo. What does quid pro quo mean? Well, if you give me something, I'll give you something. But I'm not going to give you something if you give me nothing. And Trump was trying to tell him, I need to win this next election. In 2020, I need to win this election. If I don't win that election, then I am going to more likely be locked up. I got to have the protection of being president so that they can't bring criminal charges against me. And in order for me to do that, I need dirt on Joe Biden, because it look like Joe Biden might be the cat that I'm running against. And the president of Ukraine said, yes, I can help and start an investigation. I got my guy in there now, just like you got your guy in Barr and Giuliani. I got my guy into the Department of Justice. We can do an investigation. Oh, is that so? So Trump said we can release the weapons. And somebody was listening. Somebody that was listening, and they told the whistleblower. And Trump said, look, that cat that told, or it might have been a kitten, whether it was a he or a she, if she told what Trump said in that conversation, then Trump said those people are a spy. And not only did he say that they was a spy, he says, you know what we do with spies? Well, spying on the United States of America is a capital offense. What does that mean? That means that you can be killed for that. But Trump, he wasn't representing the country. He was representing himself. And now Trump says, look, if you spy on me, if you know something on me and you tell somebody, I'll kill you. I'm telling y'all, y'all listening? Because this is Ajabu Speaks, the most truthful talk show host in the business. Unbossed, and unafraid. You got to take Trump's words seriously. Why? Well, you don't have to go any further than Epstein. Epstein was a spy. Epstein knew where the dirt was. Epstein knew that Attorney General Barr, who was over and in control of the prison that Epstein was in, he knew that Epstein knew that his daddy, Barr's daddy, had been playing around with them little girls. And Barr might have been playing around with them little girls. Trump definitely had Epstein at the party, so them little girls was at his party. The Queen's son, Andrew, was playing around with them little girls, accused. Bill Clinton running around in the dress. He might have been the fake female that was being played around by the Epstein. Do you think they wanted all that to come out? He's a spy. And what happened to that spy? They sent him a message 2 days before they killed him. They showed him that he was going to get killed. They found him in the cell, laying in the fetal position with all kinds of wounds around his neck. They had sent him a message. You better get your stuff in order. We're going to let you get your business in order. We know that you got money and you don't want these women who were little girls that you done raped and molested. You don't want them to take your money, so we're going to give you time to get your affairs in order. Set up a trust so that your money goes to your brother so that they can't get at your money. Boy, but you out of here. You a spy. You know what we do with spies. We can't have you telling what you know on us, and that's what Trump is saying about that whistleblower. He can't have him telling or her telling on that conversation that was heard between Trump and the president of the Ukraine. You got to go. So you got to take Trump's words seriously. He ain't playing. He'll kill you. Are y'all listening to me? I'm telling you, America needs church. Master, the tempest is raging. Do you not care that we might perish? But the question becomes not to God. He done gave us the strength to resist. Do you, America? Do you, people of African descent? Do you, humanity? Do you care that the government that is in place right now is on a track to make everybody butt heads so that we might not survive just because we are in a war, an internal war, based on the lies and deception of a man who wants to use America as his personal fiefdom. And that's unfortunate, because and people don't like me saying this, but I have to say this. As a veteran, I like what Donald Trump has done for me. But as a man of African descent, as a man who is part of the totality of humanity, I can't support what that man is doing. I can't support what Barr is doing. I cannot support what Rudy, O'Tootie, Giuliani is doing. I can't support that. How can me, a man of African descent, who is about the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the butt-naked truth, support them well-dressed lies? No, I'm not going to do it. And I'm concerned not only with that situation, because I was at what I call the Breakfast Club. But there was a forum organized by Duke Oliver. He called it the African American Males Forum. It was held October 2nd at 10 o'clock. And it was held at the Jewel Center. You know, that's located right there on 3300 North Illinois. And he had panelists: Ashley Gervitz, Janet Tate Anderson, Greg Merriweather, Reverend Larry Bates, even though Larry Bates didn't get on there, Ogen Williams, and Dr. Clyde Postley. But one of the things that stood out to me, and if you want to see that, it's on my Facebook. Go to Moja Ajabu's Facebook and you can see the forum, and you can hear for yourself what I'm getting ready to tell you. Duke Oliver was setting the forum up, and he was talking about the institution of the Willie Lynch syndrome. Y'all know Willie Lynch. Willie Lynch, or the Willie Lynch letter that they called the making of the slave, was a speech delivered by Willie Lynch on the bank of the James River in the colony of Virginia in 1712. Now history has debunked that. History says that that's not more than likely not true. But even though it didn't happen, there is truth in what this letter is saying. Lynch was a British slave owner in West Indies. He was invited to the colony of Virginia in 1712 to teach his methods to slave owners there. His method, and again, history has debunked that to say that this guy probably didn't exist, but the lessons in this letter are still true or true. It's just like a fable. A fable is not true, but it's got truth in it. And this letter may not be true, but it's got truth in it. And the truth is that he was saying that the way to keep people of African descent controlled in America, under the control of white folks in America, was to divide and conquer them. Make the light Negro go against the dark Negro. Make the female Negro go against the male Negro. Make the affluent Negro go against the not affluent Negro. And if you kept them at one another, then the white folks could always come in and control. Duke was saying, okay, this is what they was doing in the South when Martin Luther King was trying to get the Voting Rights Act, was trying to get voting rights for people of African descent. Duke would say that they would come to the people who were trying to vote, who wanted a job, the people of African descent, and they would ask them, do you support the NAACP? He said he would ask them, would you support, or do you support that preacher, that Martin Luther King? Do you support them? And he asked the audience, what is the correct answer? Well, everybody that I heard in the audience say, yes, I support them. Duke said, no, that's the wrong answer. If you wanted to vote and you wanted a job, you had to lie and tell them that you did not support the NAACP and you did not support Martin Luther King. Well, Duke, my brother, that kind of lesson, that kind of advice, that kind of counsel to our people is what set up the environment where they could kill Martin Luther King. Because they said he don't have the support of the people. It allowed them to kill Medgar Evers in his driveway, in front of his wife and children, because he done came home from doing voters registration. Allow them to be confident enough that they could kill them two brothers and many more. They got Fred Hampton just because people was lying and saying that following your counsel, Duke, that they did not support our brothers in the struggle. Duke, you can't do that, man. See, because here it is that you're grooming Ashley Gervitz, and she showed an example of the counsel that you was given. When she was asked, or when the question was asked by Pastor Donnell Hyatt, and it's on the tape, about whether elected officials support actually people of African descent who are elected officials on the city county council, their support for the new Justice Center that is being supported by Mayor Joe Hogsett. He said if people who are elected and sit on the city county council support the new Justice Center, does not that indicate that the Willie Lynch syndrome is still existing today? Why did he ask that question? Because he knows that men of African descent in Marion County represent about 12% of the total population of Marion County. But if you look at the population of the Marion County Jail, males of African descent, males of African descent, people that look like me, who are black and beautiful, represent 60% of the population of the Marion County Jail. On its face, if you got 60% population in the jail of people that represent 12% of the total population, on its face, that jail, the people running it, are discriminating against males of African descent. And if you support that discrimination, then you are dividing and helping the white folks conquer and stay in control of people of African descent, because you are taking the males out of the community at the expense of the community. I'm telling y'all, I'm unbought. You're listening to the most truthful talk show host in America. And Ashley's answer, she says, well, Danelle, I'm not going to give you the answer that you're looking for. He said, I'm not looking for an answer. I'm just looking for your answer. She, in essence, did not give an answer. Why didn't she give an answer? I would advance the reason why is because Ashley has got designs to be elected to the city county council. I would submit that Duke is helping to groom her. I would submit that she's got the blessings of Mayor Joe Hogsett, and I would submit that she would not go against something obviously that any person of African descent should be against, a jail that's locking up 60% of the men of African descent in Marion County, and they only represent 12% of the total population. If you ain't against that, boy, you are helping white folks keep our people enslaved, because the 13th Amendment says that you can enslave people who are locked up in prisons if they committed a crime. And so now if you support the jail, then you are supporting the enslavement of people. And I submit that she did not answer that question because she did not want to jeopardize in her mind the capability, the probability, her hope to be elected to the city county council with the support of Mayor Hogsett. I'm just telling y'all, you listen to Elder Emoja Ajabu, your host for Ajabu Speaks, unbought, unbossed, and unafraid of the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the butt naked truth. I ain't got but one question for you, and y'all know what my question is. Are you ready?
I think I'm entitled. You want answers.
I done gave you answers. Can you handle the truth? It is time for us to find the courage to stand up and do what's right.